show up on time, will you? Damn.
I can't give the tanks assist for some reason.
I got it. I got
Well, I'm
range.
sorry, Shift. I'm sorry I'm desirable.
That's one way to put it, buddy.
Hey, Haleth, you mind streaming so I can update
One
my
more.
loot stuff?
Can we get one more clicker outside to
One more clicker. Or two.
Or I can watch Blasta too, if you can't stream Haleth.
Yeah, I think he's dealing with his kids. I think he stepped away.
Nope,
yeah,
I got
fair.
it. I will.
Yeah, I'm on too. He'll probably stream in a little bit, but I'm going.
I got you.
I am such a horrible big brother.
For any new members, first of all, welcome. In Discord, there is an assignment sheet, MC assignment channel, so you can open that up and take a look to see who you're healing.
I'm here, just eating, by the way.
Allie, is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
looking for that channel now.
You're gonna take over Root's healing assignment on that sheet.
Okay.
It is under raid assignments under events.
Google Sheet tracking.
Yes. Little did you know you'd be raiding tonight. I hope you're ready.
Fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
In fact, when we were kind of queuing up, I was like, I'm just gonna get my dire maul buffs in case.
That's a good call.
All right, Kevin, you want to jump in? We'll do a ready check, and I think we're good to go.
Buffs on Phil when we can. And Ellie, obviously.
All right, tanks and healers are ready. Here we go.
Skull first, the next.
Which tank was on the X's? It's you, right, Saker?
Yeah.
Well, Pen, can we have you pull those to him when we do the double destroyer packs and stuff?
Yeah.
All right. We got 2 of these fire lords.
Skull first. After Skull's down, kill the spawn. Kill the spawns first now. Kill the last fire lord. Let's go first. You can leave him down here.
Damn, you hit hard. Sorry, launching Blasta.
No, it's okay. We're not on any bosses right now. Nothing crazy happening, so.
Clear comms.
Surger's coming in, guys.
Yeah, we pulled. Okay, stack up. Kill Fire Lord first and then kill Surger. Kill the spawn. Spawn first, then Surger.
But you guys know I was 100% a noob there and did not stack.
It's
Don't mind
cool
me.
if one stays out, so it just charges the one. Then you don't take AoE damage or whatever. Where's my dog?
Right next to you. West Sniffer's right there.
Yeah, but usually he pats up. I don't know where he is.
It could just be a spawn you're talking about. There's one down there.
Alright, he's starting to walk up now.
Aqua, you can handle getting if you want. Well, not Aqua, Rothbach. You guys' names mixed up. Will you handle getting tonight?
Got a destroyer here.
Thank you.
Oh, they're coming.
You keep them separated. Kill X, and X kill Skull first, and then X.
Baker.
Another Annihilator coming in. Damn, but Sniffer's on a mission.
Do the flare.
Thank you, Swift.
Stay away from the edge a little bit, you don't want to get knocked back. Just stay in front of it for now.
Imps?
Mana seems to be good on most, so we should be
Just-
fine.
I'm letting the tanks know, so whoever's getting it. You guys ready? Alright, he's got it. They're coming.
Yeah, we get them down. Back on 33.
Sorry to all my trash parsing fellow mages. My Winter's Chill debuff is not stacking well tonight.
gonna pull the imps back to us.
Yeah, stay here, guys. I'm gonna pull them back.
Baker got it.
I'll let them down.
Alright, we're good to go.
Yeah, hug the wall, guys. Be careful about the ends to the left.
Man is really low, so just
Yeah, just
we gotta wait for the boss anyways.
Yep, actually right now, get everybody, if you have any food buffs or anything, go ahead and eat that now. And then we will clear dogs and then boss.
Tanks, I just resalved, so click it off.
Okay, we're good. Tanks ready?
Baker's ready.
Single target going on here.
Yeah, back
What is
off. They
that?
should die by themselves.
Here, back up a little bit, guys. Boss coming in.
Sorry, Blast. What is that add-on you have for healer mana?
Oh, it's this Nova Raid Companion.
I need that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it does a lot of cool things, like you can see everybody's buffs and stuff. Oh, here they come.
Now, since we do have these dogs right now, pull them back a little bit more, because I don't want us to even have a chance to pull in the boss, because I'm going to explain real quick. No, if warriors, you want to cleave, that's fine, but do not press cleave if someone's MC. So better yet, just don't press it. Bro, no blade flurry until both ads are down, because we get an MC at least once per week or whatever, and I don't want to kill anybody who has buffs or whatever. So
Can you say that
no
part one more
AoE.
time, Kevin? Just to the rogues. Just one more time, please.
No blade flurry
Back off. Can you just
on
back off,
ads.
please?
Back off, please. Whoever's not in combat, I think everyone's in combat. Get away.
Whatever that mantra was for Karazhan, that's what you need for this boss.
Okay, so everybody should know this fight. If you have a restorative potion, any melee, or anybody, just use it at the beginning of pull. Kill a skull first, and then X, and then boss. You can unboon if you want, but if you don't want to risk losing to MC or whatever, then don't. It's up to you guys. Other than that, are we guys ready? Okay,
Baker's ready.
Go ahead. Yep, go ahead then. Go first. No blade flurry or AoE, guys. MC, don't kill your teammates. Okay, no more MC, so you can blade flare if you want. Or cleave or whatever, but you shouldn't cleave anyway if you're, warriors. Good job, guys.
Yes.
Your add-ons are so cute. I've never heard the sound effects like that.
Oh, it's big wigs, that's why.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, it's big wigs. Yeah, As soon as we get a little bit more mana, I'll pull the dogs. If the tanks can step up.
Is that Adia that got those boots?
The gloves.
Or gloves, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
tap target melee if you can. It's pretty lenient for time, honestly. Now here, everybody should unboon. There's nothing really any danger as long as you're paying attention. If you guys
What
don't
if-
want to, you don't have to, but I recommend unbooning here. And then going
We're
on.
gonna do
And then you can...
double packs,
ahead.
guys.
Yep, double packs is fine. If you get threat and you're in a range group, just pull them back in. There's a few that are not dead yet. Here we go.
Get your rage.
Yeah, get as much rage as you can. Not dead yet. They are gone. Cool. Mana looks to be a little bit tight. You drink up a little bit, then we'll go in. Fear ward on main tank, which is Ramses. If you melee and you're on fire, please step out of fire. Don't kill yourself. Hunters get your trank shots, of course, like always. You know, pretty easy fight, and we'll do a pull. Time when
Yeah.
you're ready.
I'll go
Go.
first. Oil, you go second, and then
I'll go
whoever
first.
can go third. Yeah, ASPCA go third.
Can I get new kings?
No.
Chef.
New pally buffs. Go ahead.
There they go.
Cool. Yep. Go ahead. We're going, guys. Yep. Fear ward back on Ramses.
I TC'd apparently.
Ooh.
Bank shot, please. Thank you.
I guess I missed mine. Sorry, that's weird.
No, I'll try to call it out if I see it, just in case. So. Drink shot, please. So, good to go.
Nice job, guys.
Very nice. Matt, this is your douse.
What did we
Also.
get?
We got the medallion, the Night Slayer pants.
Oh, I see. I see.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad.
And
How about you?
a force reactive disc.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ramses is on his
Drake,
laptop.
good to meet you.
so-
Yeah,
Hot mic,
wrapping up
Ramses.
some work
Thank-
here.
Tanks ready.
Ramses.
Incoming imps. Imps.
Yep. AoE them down. Use the tank, so it's kind of
Nice to meet you. Good to meet you as well. Solano Sunset.
Solano Beach?
No, it's over
Thanks,
in
Noah.
Solano County.
Remember
Ramses.
that time
Ramses,
Ramses
the
had a
mic-
hot mic?
I muted him.
Alright.
Okay,
did
just
too.
for now, he should be fine until the next boss. Let's just send him a whisper from the setup.
No,
Push
public
and talk.
shame. We don't do whispers. Public shaming.
Okay, then
Yeah.
someone tell them to do a push to talk setup or whatever.
We have a respawn dog up here I'd like to get real
Okay.
fast.
That's fine. Go ahead and get it.
Saker, I think he goes on your whiteboard.
100%.
The respawn dog or the hot mic?
The
Both.
hot mic, Ramses.
Taker.
Oh no. Raw stock.
Wait, what happened?
Just the.
Every
Yeah.
week till you
Never
say
mind. I don't even want to say it.
Oh,
Taker.
This is the week. This is the week.
oh. It's okay. He's muted. He can't say anything.
We got a destroyer in the next pool. Can we
Yep.
get another hunter
Keep
to
it.
separate that up for me?
Yeah, both 2 hunters pull at the exact same time, separate them, and then tanks pick them up, keep them separated.
Here they come, here they come. Because I see Saker drink a pot.
Kill Skull first. Got Annihilator. Build the spawn.
Taker.
That's an Annihilator this time, that's good. For the rage attack.
Alright, we got a destroyer in the next pool.
80 get
Yep.
X, please.
Keep them separated. Pull at the same time. Pick them up. Let's go first. Keep them separated. A little bit flip farther. There we go.
Get mana after this, and then we'll pull the rage bomb guys.
Yep, everybody after this guy's dead, do use their food buff and stuff, and then they will use Annihilator for rage. So, replenish your food buff.
Takes a little self.
I see it. I see it. Thank you, Tess. You're gonna get the dog.
Can I pet the dog?
You can start drinking healers, you can pull that Annihilator to get rage for the warriors.
Alright, gonna pull the rage mob. Mana looks good. Dispel, dispel, dispels here
Yep.
on the boss.
Just auto attack it, no cast killing it or whatever with the melee get rage. And I'll start explaining this fight. All melee and tanks, especially tanks, should bap on this pull. Please bap on pull and then cleave the 2 adds down and then kill boss. If the boss is under Rain of Fire, please move the boss out of Rain of Fire. Ranged, if you are under Rain of Fire, please move yourself. Other than that, we're ready to go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Decurse Prio on Tank's Fleet.
Watch your feet.
Get out of Rain of Fire, it still can kill you.
Wow.
Good job, guys.
Nice clear, Storm.
Who is the stealth?
Taker.
Yeah.
Taker, cool.
Thanks for the reminder.
No problem.
Destroyer next pack.
Another
I think, but 80 to do FAP that time.
Yeah, I did. I got
Okay,
54 seconds left on my FAB.
We'll wait. Let me
Yeah,
know when
that's
it's
fine.
ready.
Yeah, like there's nothing wrong. You should have fapped on that boss. You don't feel bad about it.
We both did, so this week we're trying to rotate on these packs, so we always
Yeah.
have a FAP going.
All
We
right.
got 30 seconds.
And it's totally cool. Other mages, I'll just do 25 of the 30 something decurses.
I share the love, guys.
Yeah. All right.
10 seconds.
You should probably be good to pull.
Just tell me when to pull shifts. I mean,
Now's
okay.
good.
Okay.
3
Yeah, go ahead.
seconds, yeah.
Skill first.
Goal's wild. There he goes.
Taker.
You guys want to skip that trash on the right, or you want me to kill it?
Up to you guys. I mean, I don't mind either way. If you want BOVs, we can kill it. If not, we can skip it.
We hug the on the side of the smokestacks. We should be good.
Yep, hug the wall, guys.
There's the dog's in the hallway right here.
It's coming. Yep, just stay right here. And then you'll pull it to us. Stay hugged against the wall. Even if you can't deal with rain, if you have to dig it closer, just don't go to the right too much. Same thing, kill the Annihilator.
Taker.
We got double destroyers next.
Yeah, both the guys will need a FAP then. How's your FAP cooldown?
80 if you can get
I'm
X,
good.
please.
Yeah.
Cool.
We are good?
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead then. Yep, always fine. Yep, just go first. Might be a few stuns on the raid, that's fine. Thanks, Joe, we'll have it. Okay, if we get this core hound, assuming we don't, we should be fine. Raw core will go in, pally tank full like always. And then once the marks show up, lock, look at your sheet, get your banishes up like always. We kill Gar first, and then add.
Base pull.
It's fine, it was an okay face full, luckily. So, besides the stun, of course. We've all done this fight before. Ralco will go in, Pally pour, let tanks get their respective adds and maintain and Gar first. Gonna kill Gar against the wall. It's been a little bit scuffed a few times. Let him get him towards the wall first before we start going crazy on him, please. Start eating your food buffs right now if possible. Buff up whatever you can, and then we're ready to go. We buffed on Pally, buffed if we need them. If not, then we should be good to go.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Let him get Gar first to the wall. Off tanks, get your respective assignments. Get those banishes up. Let him get those pulls, guys. He needs to get it to the wall. We got a loose square on melee group. Finish Gar up. And then kill ads. Let's see what we got. Kill the ones that aren't banished first. Skull first. Melee is kind of slow, so honestly, melee just don't go in. No melee should be in.
Stay out so you don't lose your buff, guys.
Yep. Make it easier on healers too. Things will get bumped. That's how it is. Kill ads
Diamond?
next. Diamond. But melee, just stay out of. Go
Otherwise,
somewhere else.
ignore
Melee. Melee, switch on and off the full health targets. Range, kill the low health targets, Fryo. Yep, all melee should be out now. Just focus on the banished ones when they come up. Moon. Get Moon. Don't pick up Moon.
Haunting Moon.
Yep. Melee on Moon. Someone pick up Circle. Melee out of Moon.
Ooh.
We're hit by that. Good Circle. Actually, all melee just out. Just let it finish. Go on square. All melee on square. All melee out of square. No too much bomb. Let range finish square. Okay, here you go.
Nice job,
Good job,
guys.
guys.
Got a surger in the tunnel.
That's fine. Everyone group up. After this one surger, we'll get some mana back for the healers. Just one surger, right?
Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's a surger. I'll wait
Okay.
for him to come back.
Cool. Yeah, you can pull it whenever. If healers want to start drinking now, they can, but gonna not waste too much time.
He's coming back.
Cool. Here's the coming. Put a stack on surgery, he's gonna knock someone right. No.
Okay, we need the pro gamer face on now.
Yep, everybody, healers, man up. And for these guys, remember, we're gonna banish the 2 elementals immediately. You want them banished almost immediately for this pack. You don't want them coming
to step up. That would be great.
Yep, lock step up, get ready to basically banish on pull. And kill skull first and X, watch the AoE below you. You don't want to get stunned by that. Well, not stunned, but take the damage from the AoE. On you guys.
We're good. We're good. They're coming.
I know it would be less DPS efficient, but for safety, would it make sense to put a paladin in each of the melee groups, just in case?
We don't already have a paladin in a melee group. I don't know if we have enough. We can support that. Also, remember to look at your assignments for the
Get out of
Baron.
the fire. Get out of the fire.
Guys. Got one down. Kill.
Take your
the
time, man.
element-
Sorry.
Kill elemental that's up. No, it's fine. And then kill the square. After this pack, red the dead. And then we'll move on. Is that the one more pack, right? Yeah, I got the middle pack to do. Yep, red them then.
Oh,
man
thanks,
up,
Akadin. Sorry,
spot
I
buff on
wasn't
them.
looking at my chat.
And then real quick, I'll let you know, whoever, all healers or paladins, go look at the assignment sheet to see if you are the designated spell bot. If you are, you will basically be back here where I am jumping. I am the rogue. And you basically just be focused, be out of combat, dispelling the healer. But we can probably get that pack when everybody is ready.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting it.
Yep. Remember, Warlock, step up. Don't banish right away. Let them get closer to the banishes. Don't pull Baron. So now, banish now. These banishes now. There you go. Good job. So let's go first. I know they're super expensive and I won't require it, but on these packs, if you have a greater fire protection potion, it would be recommended to use them. Just in case.
Get out of fire.
Out of fire. Out of AoE. Kill the loot, the elemental. And then kill the last one when it comes off of banish.
Would the lesser ones work okay as well?
Yeah, yes, that would be fine.
Fire
So
anything.
Yeah, any fire protection would just basically make it a little bit easier and probably save your life on just these trash packs do a lot of fire damage.
I was like, those graders are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like here, I typically just
Hold on real quick. We're gonna be pulling Baron as soon as we can, but I'm sorry. But buff up, heal up, get man up. Basically, if you get bombed, go to the spot where the flare is, where I'm jumping. Melee, I would call us to go out of wave. If you can, eat now. But go ahead. What are you gonna say? Please.
I was gonna say, I mean, as a hunter, I know that I'm taking less fire damage than most people, but the lessers are fine for anything other than Rack himself.
Yeah, exactly. Anything helps. Okay.
Sorry, thank you.
Nope, no problem. I'm not trying to interrupt you guys either. Just want to make sure people know the fights and everything. Yeah. And
Okay,
unfortunately,
Baron's incoming.
Yep, Baron's coming. Get ready, guys. We're gonna pull immediately, so get ready to go. I will also try to call out your name if you get bombed, but please pay attention to yourself in case I miss it. We're going in now. Bomb and Morty out.
AOE in
Billy
your
out.
feet.
Wilgen out. Wilgen out. Okay, and then finish Baron. Clean it up. Good job, guys. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be aggressive. I just want to let you know. You're good though. You got it. No.
That's happened a couple times with
Why you
melee.
do that,
Where
Nancy?
does the melee want to run back to where the casters are when they come out?
No,
rather
like
than
if I specifically
spot?
call your name, it should be to like the bomb spot.
I mean, when they're coming out from, like, when
yeah,
you're
like
calling
if
melee
it's the
out.
wave.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying.
You go to where the healers are. If it's I
Okay.
call melee out, you go to healers. If it's the bomb and I call your name individually, or I say bomb, you go to the bomb spot where Eggleston is at.
I think she's saying when we come out of Inferno, because the timing can be fucked sometimes, just melee just run to the bomb spot anyway, just as a precaution.
On this
normally-
next deck, guys, we don't need to banish the Reaver. We can just go ahead and off tank it because it doesn't do
Did y'all let them out?
The reason why you normally don't want to do that is the case what happened there, where we had a bomb and melee out. So if you just have everyone go melee out at the same time as bomb, you basically all the melee gonna get blown up by the bomb because the bomb guy's gonna go to the bomb spot.
Okay, got a
Yeah,
fire
so-
pack coming in.
I was meaning just like the melee will come out to the casters, like against that wall, rather than, and then the one person goes to the bomb rather than melee
Yeah.
going towards the bomb.
It's just the normal same old whatever.
We
He's
definitely have that
AFK. I
grief.
got both.
I'm here. Sorry.
So yeah, just pick up the Weaver. Yeah, the Weavers you don't have to banish because they don't stun. Add an
They can
AoE
fire.
between them out of the AoE. You don't want to stay there, man. Oh, he's muted. But whatever. If you didn't before, I honestly would recommend now booning back up. The rest of the boss fights is super easy. You don't really need the boon if you want it for ag. If not, then it's up to you. But I recommend booting back up if you want. That's what
I
I do.
muted him.
I was gonna say we muted him. Does he get privileges? Or unmuted him?
If he's ready to come out of timeout.
Okay.
If he's not high mic, you know, he's a wide guy. Red's been dead.
Well, I just got fucking beeline there. What happened?
No, I think he
The
like
breath probably killed him. Does a lot of damage sometimes.
he,
for
he
low
looked at him and
bosses.
fell over.
Okay, I think no more trash. We all know this boss fight too. All melee, please use all of your cooldowns on this guy if you have them. You range, stay in the spot behind, and basically it's just a tank and spank. You know, fight. It's really fast. It should be fine. If melee for some reason it takes longer than usual and you're getting hurt, please go out. Don't lose any buff you have.
Yeah, can we
But
get rid
it's
of this ancient dread, guys? It's
Yeah, get the debuff.
you.
There's a whole bunch of de-spells and de-curses. Get rid of that first before the boss. So you have extra food you can eat now if you want. If not, then you should have enough time on this fight. Okay, if we're all ready to go, we can go in. You can go to your respective spots. You know, range to stay in a group below, and melee will go in their group and in there. All melee used all cooldowns, recklessness, whatever. Use what you got. Burn the hell out of him, please.
The healers are upset at Butt Sifter tonight. He keeps dying. I don't know.
That was literally the first time he's died.
Yeah, this is my Dallas, I'm pretty sure.
So that was Ralcor that was assigned to Butt Sniffer?
That's what I messaged Shift. So
It's true. I was counting on you to heal him.
in all fairness, we said the first assignment.
That's true.
Yeah, so it goes like that. Like especially if you have buffs, all like unboon or whatever. That fight is like super tank and spank, like really high.
Yeah, I was like, Kevin's trying to trick me, man. He wants me to put my boons up so he can beat me on DPS. Screw
No,
that.
I'm saying you probably already have a, no, I'm saying if you already have
Joking,
good
I'm
bars,
joking.
there's like no reason, like super easy.
Right, thanks. Here they come.
Yep.
They
You don't have to
do
banish
more
Reaver.
damage than everybody. That's why.
Yeah, of course if you want that. Me when I'm stuck at the blue parts on Bragg, I kind of just want that out of my face. You got a free lava Reaver, pick up the Weaver and kill
The
him.
Reaver?
Yeah, kill the Weaver first. I mean, might as well. The AoE is fine. It's not gonna be there. So you can pull it up, I guess, if you want. Right, just kill the Flame Guard and just activate get out. Yep, out of AoE. There's Aggravator.
Oh shit, didn't see him die. Sorry, I pulled.
No, it's okay. Pick up the Fire Lord and kill him. Then we're Red's Aggravator. Oh, we still got Red.
Absolutely.
You get
Would've been
pop up out of AoE.
I'll be back tomorrow with it.
Oh my god.
All
back in
right, somebody put him
timeout.
back in timeout. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. We pulled everything.
Banished
Banished
Reaver.
Reaver. Yeah, Banished Reaver. And then kill. Just cleave him down first, and then kill the dog. Raid shields
Taker's dead.
as much as we can, and it's fine. Tank, and then pull it up. Get the banish. Get the banishes up. Kill the flame guard. Pick up the flame walker that's loose. And we banish again since we have the tank dead.
That is a flame walker.
Out of AoE, kill the flame walker. Don't rebanish, it's fine.
Sorry about that, guys. That's my
Yeah,
bad.
it happens.
good,
This,
weird.
you know, this another reason why I say boot up again, because this trash can be very dangerous. So
trying to thread the needle there.
That's all good.
This is why we let
healer
Bucks never
saved
die.
me at 46 HP is getting one of those warm handshakes everybody's been talking about.
Oh.
Res the dead, and then spot buff them, especially probably on the tank. Then we should be good to go afterwards.
Was it Delissi that started the warm handshakes? I'm trying
I
to
do not
find the
remember.
culprit now.
I don't know. Guys like warm handshakes, I guess. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, compared to a cold handshake, sure, I guess.
Is a warm handshake like you rub your hands together a lot and then shake their hands? I'm sorry, I know it's probably something gross. But...
Listen, I was peeing and I heard a lot of slander about the warm handshakes, and I will not stand for it.
Well, then sit down for it, okay?
Yep. Get some mana up a little bit, spot buff, and then we should be good to go. So
I just feel like the warmer the handshake is, like the sweatier it probably is, right? It just doesn't seem
Ready?
Yeah, we should be good to go now.
So
Alright,
we're tanking Reavers, by the way, not banishing.
Yep, no
ADM.
banish Reavers. We still have a few de-spelled decursions that could go out too that I'm looking at the raid. So get those off.
And Reaver cleaves, so it has to be faced out
Yep.
right now.
Okay, cool. Res, Mad, X, second. Damn, man, I feel bad for you. Living his best life on the grid. Yep. Just one Fire Lord, wipe it down.
Just so everyone knows, I changed the code as well, so that a leaf is going to drop today. So.
Rude.
Oh, you said it first.
You could change the code for some bindings, please. Thank you.
Unmute me, please, Ram. Well, Ramsey's your hot mic, man. If you're gonna not hot mic, sure.
I think he is
You're out of
unmuted.
timeout.
Alright, here it comes.
No.
Tank the Reaver away, please. From us.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Hey, I sent it in officer chat, but nobody responded. 80 and Saker, can you guys pick up Skull and X while I go pick up Fire Reserve? Or fire, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Fire resistance. It's been a long
Reaver
day.
needs to be tanked.
I got it. 80 and Saker, you guys good with that?
Yeah.
Cool. So Saker, you're on Skull. 80, you're on X.
After the Flame Guard's dead, Res the dead.
I'm crying for you, Delissi, don't worry.
Okay, we should be good to go. Pull the Fire Lord. Yep, go. Those debuff. Those debuffs we have on us, like, not dispellable. Whatever decurred. That's fine. I just noticed that.
Going for the dog.
Yeah. Bob and weave. Can he get it? He did. That's a good pull. Watch out for the breath. What's gonna happen? Nope.
Oh, he's not being
Baker.
tanked. There he is.
Get those spells and curses out, and then we will get the next pack, which is a really hard pack. So we gotta focus up on this. Banish as soon as possible, since we don't have to deal with the dog. I know a lot of locks die on this part.
I'm gonna try my PvP trinket if I get stunned. I think it'll work.
It probably. No. Oh, we're going in. Still locked. Be prepared.
1 second. Why is Ramsey's in Stormwind?
Yeah, he went to go get his fire resist gear. So you're on Skull, I'm on X.
Okay, I just learned that. Thank you.
I said it like
Go
6 times.
Okay, banishes up. Kill X first when it comes.
Put yourself on the whiteboard, please.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
I did.
He may have Ramsey's muted. Like, not just server muted.
Wait, Saker, can you hear me?
Good. Look up
that makes
AoE.
sense.
We banished. We banished. We got a huge AoE stun out. Luckily, okay. Don't have to be banished anymore. We're good.
Rip melee.
Oh. We can get skull first then. Kill skull first. And a skull square, whatever. Yeah, we move on. Yeah, what a way to go, Halo. Okay, res the dead, Bob buff them, get mana for the healers, then we'll move on.
The
The
floor's got to
problem
be
is,
tanked too.
problem is when Butt Sniffer dies, he defecates on himself. It's terrible.
Oh, that's what that was.
Another Girdle of Prophecy?
Well.
Wowee.
Crazy.
I'll take it.
That
Money,
dog, that
money,
dog is in a
money.
really good spot to pull.
Then go ahead, pull it if you need to. We should be fine. And bring it back a little bit. I know there's a pad that can come over here, I think, right?
He just padded by.
No, okay, cool. Cool. Good to go. We're gonna get that third first. If it passed all the way up far enough. Ooh, nice pull. And after this, it's another scary pad. If the core hound doesn't go all the way up, I don't know if it will. Yeah, it's gonna have to kill this left pack first and the hound. I think at least.
We're gonna get the lava pack next. So
yeah, wait for the dog to get out of the way just in case.
The tank's ready.
Ready.
Yep.
Cool. Remember, banishes up when you can do it. Banish them now. Another banish.
Yeah, we need to spark them up.
Someone was saying something. What's up?
We didn't mark the pack correctly, so.
Oh, okay. No, out of AoE. Get out of there. And then go on, I guess, square. We can probably pull it back. No, we can be fine. There's no pads around here.
Thinker's gonna taunt whatever comes out first.
Yep. Okay, so next person up, pick up the other elemental. No, Delistic.
Yeah, that felt targeted.
Alright, res the dead real quick, and then we'll get the core hound when it's in a good spot to get it.
Is that a rage mob?
The moon is.
Annihilator is.
Okay, cool.
So after this dog, everybody start eating or drinking or whatever, and then during that time, the melee can go attack their Annihilator when in the process of that.
Also, I hit level 10. I'm accepting gold as birthday gifts now.
Good
You
to
want
know.
bag?
I have bags, yes.
I'll send you some gold ore then.
Real quick, all rogues, please go look at the assignment sheet. Get your targeted interrupt target for the next boss. Because we want those kicks as much as possible. We don't want a heal going out. Okay, you can probably. That
We're
was
gonna need
weird.
to wait for Ramses, right?
Yeah, I was
Great
gonna say
job,
that,
guys.
but Discord disconnected me, so that really is unfortunate.
Fuck you, Discord.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Is that I was disconnected and
Wait,
exclamation marks. Since we're already killing the rage mob, how close are you?
I'm in Black Rock Mountain. I'll
Summon
probably
him.
Yeah, just summon me to the thing.
Let us know when you're inside, and we'll summon you immediately.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep. Other than that, I guess we buff up. I guess since we're waiting. If you have already used your food buff, I apologize, but it should last for this fight at least. I think we still have like 15 minutes on Hourlon buffs, looks like it.
Okay, go ahead and summon me.
Summon him. I know Ripper Age, I'm sorry.
God, you're so needy.
I know. It's just my personality. It's called pretty privilege.
Oh.
Is that what it is?
I thought
That's what it is.
And
Okay.
humble.
Real quick, Ramses, you're gonna main tank this?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. We're gonna cleave them all down together. Rogues, please go to your targets. Interrupt, please. Warriors, help out. Just pick a target, interrupt if you can. That's about it. Cleave them all down, we're ready to go.
3, 2, 1.
Kevin, you think we can beat our time?
You know what, just because I want to? No, we can't.
So negative.
Keep them together. AoE them down. Interrupt. I'm gonna cleave them. Got someone loose. Cleave them down. Kill the ad first, then the boss.
Baker, why'd you take my friend?
Next week, I will probably tell everybody if you want melee, you can use a FAP on this boss fight to avoid that like half a second time. And that's if you want. I won't say it's mandatory. But... Good job, guys. Whoever has this stuff can do it.
Have we had a full set of fucking rogue teardrop tonight?
Yeah, it's been all rogue, and I'm pretty sure we've already had it too. So.
Rogue and Priest.
Yeah, well, we had Priest last week, and then what?
Yeah,
like,
last week we could have decked out 3 priests.
Well, we technically haven't seen any rogue BOEs, if you want to put that up, but it's been a lot of like actual rogue drops from bosses. Honestly, pretty meh loot so far. Besides that, I think that one headpiece.
Agreed. Who seeded this instance?
That was Blast.
I was Blast.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try doing it. Maybe then. Actually, Rostock, you should do the next one.
Yeah, Mr. Double
Hell
Bind.
yeah, let's go.
Look, I'll just be happy if you show up with your fire resist gear one of these days.
This is my first time not having fire resist, and I did it all by myself.
Adia's got the right call there, dude.
Dude, Rostock, why haven't you changed your, what's it called? Your, details name, please. Come on.
Yeah, jump on him.
To quad bindings.
Yeah. Yeah. We got 2 dogs, so another thing pick it up.
Hunting another dog.
I had this quad bindings for like 10 minutes last week. I chuckled myself and I changed it back. It's fine.
Yeah. There is a Annihilator. Get your
rage mob.
Yep, healers if you can, if you're not in combat, or someone to get as much mana as you can right now. And 2 off things. You guys know where you're. Just want to double check always. You guys know where you're tanking them, right?
Yep.
On the flare. Cool. 2 hunters, 1 hunter each. Please pick them up immediately, and then tanks, please, taunt off.
Yeah, oil pan, can you pull X for me? It's up tier.
Sticker's on X, and AD is on Skull.
Should be a little food buff left. Okay, so if your hour-long cooldown buffs are off, go ahead and you pop them. If not, you're good. I think we're good to go. I was like, man, a little low, but this is a tank and spank. We should be fine.
Let's go!
On you.
4.
Yep, each hunter pick your little red-nosed reindeer to the spot, please.
Don't let me get clapped.
And we got X out. Full X back. There you go. I'll get the last house and I'm ready to move on.
More
Wow,
rogue
another
gear.
rogue. Jesus. I'm pretty sure everybody's running Gyarados too.
Wait, who's got this douse?
Disgusting.
Someone get
Glass.
it, please.
Oh, is it mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone get it.
Damn it! Now you guys gonna make me run back out and get another one. Shit.
I'll
got
burn
you.
my
Yeah,
gas.
I'm gonna
I'll
run
want
it.
to.
Oh, somebody else took it. Somebody else.
Okay,
took it.
cool. Nice, there you go, you're saved.
You just have to take Portal Roulette and go to Darnassus like everyone else.
Adia, if you have a bow, you
Oh,
can probably
yeah.
pull the Fire Lord if you want, since Blast isn't here. But just run. Yeah, I mean, that works too, doesn't matter. Okay, for this, I know for this next fight, I'm gonna start explaining stuff as much as I can to save time right now. This fight always tends to be the roughest sometimes. I honestly think the Pally Pull might not be the go-to option. And what I mean by that is we want the healers to be in the spots initially, right? So what I want to try this time is I want all the tanks and healers, mages to go out immediately at the same time to the respective assignment and pull it immediately. So off tanks, get your elites and major domo, and then the mages please poly immediately on your targets. I don't want to group them all up together. I want them separated. And once we got that down, we'll be fine.
I'm gonna mute you again, Ramses.
And then
What did I do?
I hear mouth sounds or something crazy.
There's also spell and melee reflect. Watch those so you don't kill yourself. Other than that, so we're good on buffs. Actually do food buffs real quick, and then we should be good to go. Like I said, no pally pool this time, but mages, please look at your assignments, and off tanks and tanks. Please, all of you guys should be together to go in at the same time. Yes, I get it. No AoE. That's what I'm trying to say.
You gotta answer that.
Everyone's ready to do a pull timer, but please, all mages and tanks get ready to go. You guys will be going first.
Ready. Ramses is not ready. Okay, there.
Ready? Okay. Okay, he's ready. So, you guys ready to go? Then remember, everyone else, casters besides mages, melee, stay back. Let them go first.
5,
Don't forget
4,
the stuff.
3, 2,
We need those sheep,
1.
and at least take in immediately. Sheep out now. Kill skull first. And bring the elites out of the healers as much as we can, so we can basically choose a single target after X. So we got a healer that is free. Please sheep the healer.
Spawning diamond.
Right. Kill X. And then we will kill Diamond.
Stop hitting the freaking diamond.
Kill Diamond now. It's okay. Diamond can be killed now. We'll kill Diamond.
Stop attacking.
And then we are gonna kill Triangle. Triangle and then Star. Cleave right now. Go ahead and cleave. You are free to cleave. Go ahead. Because we can't polymorph them anymore. So go ahead. Leave them down. Kill square first.
Morning Moon.
That's got circle.
Watch out for spell reflect. Casters, don't kill yourself. Okay, what's the kill Moon, I guess. Yep, kill Circle, and that should be it. Cool, and then you attack him a few times, and that should be it. Cool, yeah, we're gonna do that from now on. The pally pull is good on a lot of other fights, but that one is just, yeah.
I think it's just the not AoE, but that's just me.
Yeah, it could be it too, but if you notice, a lot of the healers were away from the people, so you in case people don't listen, if they AoE anyway, they won't do anything. So no, I love the pally pulls, I love it, but people like me that don't listen in AoE anyway will end up doing it.
So that was like the same exact scenario as last week, except that the eye dropped again. But that diamond kept getting popped, no matter how many times I sheeped it. So
well, it's because when it was free,
hold on.
Taker picked it up.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
what happened.
Yeah, I wasn't on. I was on the boss last week. If it gets broken, I'm just tanking it. That way, we don't almost wipe like we
If
did
it was,
last week.
it was fine. If it was just one healer by itself, that's fine. The issue with last week was all the healers was like in the same group as the melee. So the reason why I did no pally pool, so I didn't group them all together, you know, so they weren't cleaved together. Doing it this way just means that they're not together, so we can kill the elites and heal it separately.
Good job though. Good job though in reshaping. I just when it broke, I'm just tanking it. So
yeah, very good job, guys. That was a really good major Doma fight, and I'm impressed. I'm proud of you guys. Keep it like that next week and move on.
When we get up here, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, grats Renew for an eye. That's huge.
Yeah, grats Renew. I think that's.
Yeah, how are you set on Shadow?
You know, hug the wall. That's other. Don't pull the other ads. I think we're good with shadows, right? Or do we need more since we got like all eyes?
We have our Shadow Priest.
The shadow, the eye of shadow.
Yeah, I meant the eye of shadow. I don't know if we had any in the.
Oh, that makes
How
more
many
sense.
hours?
Yeah, you think dummy.
I never claimed to be smart.
I feel so welcome.
And it was never implied.
If he keeps talking about warm handshakes, though, we're gonna need a new Shadow Priest.
I think his warm handshakes.
I don't know.
The deep inhale.
I don't know if I can give
is
it up.
very-
Oh,
I mean, maybe because Shifts hasn't gotten one yet. Like he just doesn't appreciate it. Like,
Listen, if I meet any of you in person, it will just be the warmest of handshakes.
Oh no, it won't, sir.
Okay, real quick, everyone jump across. If you don't feel like you can make the jump, you can walk around, I guess, but there's a third there, so be careful.
Jump on the flare, jump on the flare.
I don't know. We only have 10 minutes left to beat our record.
Yeah, you know, might not make it.
we can't do it.
No, we're fucked.
10-minute break, please.
Alright.
Okay, after we kill Searcher, please group off and buff up go to designated spots. But this time, what I've noticed a few times, with the melee group, please, if you're a caster or healer, whatever, and you have to find a spot, please pick a different spot than behind the melee group, or just not right behind it, because we've had issues where people that are like right behind it, so where we're at right now, we're in jumping, or like over here, it caused knockups. So if possible, if you can find another spot, don't do it right behind the melee group. Other than that, rebuff, spells, good to go. Rebuff up on everything, might as well, and unboon if you want to. That's what I'm gonna do. And then we can talk. We should be ready to go so someone can talk to it.
4 minutes on Sogflower, let's go.
I recommend eating now, since, you know, it's like a whole minute and a half dialogue. Again, for melee, I will... Oh, can I get assist, please? I don't have assist, so I can't mark myself. Or you could just put a star on me, it doesn't matter. And I will call out when we go out and we go back in.
I mean, you guys could take a 10-minute break right now.
Good. I could use a refill.
Cool. Thank you. Yep, in the beginning, let the tanks get aggro first for like a couple globals, and then we can go in.
Portal roulette going up.
It's okay.
We're done.
Okay, fight's about to start. Let the main tank get a couple globals in. The double, put that out there. Let's kill the fuck out of this guy.
1.
Okay, good to go.
Take our taunt.
And we
rammed it down.
Melee out. Melee in.
3.
If we have a battle red the Ramses, please.
Video.
Melee out. Waiting. 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 In. Melee in. Go in. Just burn boss. Good job, guys. I'm cursed with blue parses forever. On red, like, every
Wow.
time.
Good
I'm
job,
so
guys.
sad. Hey, bone me
What
first
was
edge.
that?
Someone actually pressed that. Dude.
What was that record? You beat us by a little bit.
It was a few times, whatever.
I don't know. I didn't see the time.
It looks
I think it was
like
like 4.5 minutes or 5 minutes. It was around there.
It says a new Faxis victory for me. 1 minute and 22 seconds.
we did have less people though.
Oh, excuses.
I feel targeted just by you saying
That's
that.
because
I
you were
deserve it.
targeted, sir. You were targeted.
Rat's mad that BRE's fucking sexy, dude.
Alright, just a reminder to everybody, do not leave the instance. If you want to roll on stuff, you need to be here to get it. Haleth will not chase you down. He gets very cranky.
Don't forget, we also have Mystery BWL Theater.
Yes, BWL Theater will take place right after this. Put on by Tess and Blast. Get your drinks, get your popcorn.
But am I not included? I feel
Guest starring Delisi. Hello.
Yes, starring Delisi and
I
Kevin.
fully expect the commentary, the MST3K feel.
I'm gonna take it while it's a
we have
50-50 bending.
Pally shield.
There's also highest armor currently available for a shield. So if none of the paladins need it, it's not terrible for tanking on a warrior.
I think all of us have the flower.
Rat's cover. Is that? Oh, I can barely see. I need glasses.
Cal, that would be an off spec for you if you're wanting to roll that for tanking.
Okay. I guess I'll just take the portal.
It's a good time to go get your douse.
Nope, I'm gonna go cry because like every week I die on rag or I don't have us rag. I'm so sad.
I'll take that. I'll take the blame. I didn't have MCP on. I forgot.
No, I
to
mean I just was expecting Ramses to just get murdered.
I don't know when you died, but I was having
died 'cause
issues.
I took threat after Ramses died, and so I got one done.
I don't believe there's an Oni after this now.
No, yeah, we do Ani on reset, so Ani is scheduled for Sunday. There is a sign up in the Discord if you want to throw your name in there.
And we do it in 2 groups, so keep signing up past the whatever 25 or whatever we run with.
Yeah, if we get over 70, we'll do 3 groups.
Yeah, I was gonna
There we
say,
go.
we've got to be getting close to that.
We
at
should
this
just
point.
10-man it.
That, game on.
Why? So we can get more no Viscag runs?
What's a Viscag?
Exactly.
Doesn't exist.
It's like
I know
that
the
worst
14
rank
weapon.
worst rank 14 sword.
Yeah, for 100 more sinews.
Like, what's gonna happen is the day or week, whatever, the only before I get rank 14, it's gonna drop, and I'll win it.
Man, it's still.
Hey Cal, I need you to roll /99 for that. If you're wanting to roll on it, that wouldn't be main spec for you.
Shifts, did you come to Stormwind? Or are you doing loot?
No, I'm in here doing loot. Why'd you need me?
I forgot to hand you the core leather.
Okay, I'll grab it from you shortly, or you can mail it to the bank.
Looks like we got some druid light.
Or I can hand it to you on Oni.
Oh,
That's
good.
fine too.
You don't have those already? I feel like we get so many druid things.
We have so many druids.
Need some more.
Where? I don't see any druids.
Do we?
Got a crown of destruction. Looks like DPS, or I don't know. I don't know who that's for. Ret Pally, I guess.
That's for people with Hand of Rag to cosplay with, I think.
It's for you to go to Moonguard and go to Goldshire.
No! It's actually, like, if they don't have a Lionheart helm, it's really good. Second best in slot.
That's for shamans.
Yeah, that too.
If I catch any mages putting up anything other than Portal Roulette, you will not have Winter Skill next week.
Is that the one that looks like a fire hat? Like
Yes,
you have
it's
on your head?
amazing. It's a crown of fire.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's.
I
really
want one
warriors,
so bad.
you know.
Yeah.
Hang on, guys. Let's get through this. So we got a bunch of druid stuff.
Why don't we just link it all
The
and let
druid,
Sticker do a raid roll?
druid chest, shoulder, helm, and boots.
Are we doing BRE after all this?
BRE was hard reserved.
Yeah.
Oh,
Matt
never mind.
got it with hard reserve.
Even
I
better.
think the chest and shoulders we have.
Or soft reserve.
Matt.
Well, here, let me do this. I'll just start it. If you guys want to roll on it, you can. Otherwise, I'll give it to Dotson to DE.
Yeah, just the boots is the only thing I'd be rolling on. I already have the other ones.
Pass on that.
Plug and chug now.
Dotson, you want to roll so that way I can just
Master
give it to you. Well, it wouldn't be Master Loot, but
Oh, you're right. You already
I
picked
guess
it up.
I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind. I'll just cancel. Saker, you said shoulders. You guys both have boots. Would be something you'd roll on.
Yep. Pass.
At least I got a better Baron part.
Come trade Matt. Do either of you guys want the helm?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. He has it, I believe.
Congrats, druids.
All right. Let's see. I guess do rogue stuff. We have a lot of it. Is there anything particular we want to start with? We got chest, shoulder, feet, hands, and leg.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yes.
100%.
See a shoulder. I think I would agree with that.
They hold the mage stuff for last to make sure that their portals remain intact.
Boy, I'm not going to be beating a 98.
Wow, wow.
Grats. Come open trade.
That was shoulders.
Yeah, it was shoulder.
Rats.
Simp, come open trade with triangle. I guess grats me.
Good job. We did it.
Oh yeah. Tess, are you on? You still on? Are you on retail?
Yeah, you log over?
Yeah, I'm online. You can just invite me whenever you're ready.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Congrats.
Oh, this was you? That's funny. I didn't notice that. Is that the monk set from the recent one, right? That they came out with?
From Anniversary.
Yeah.
Well,
It's really nice. I think I got that one too. Also, I got this, and then also this, both in the same run, the first attempt.
alright, well, I'll go D. And Pam.
Hey, yo, Matt over here with the rune of teleportation. Yo, I made the rule, man. I can't break it.
Come on, I'll give you that for that.
I mean, it has to be roulette.
It's a good time to go get your douses.
I just gave you. I told you to use it.
I wish I could.
Should have picked
All
up
right,
class.
we got a bit more to do here. So we got some warlock shoulders.
I like that weapon you have.
All right, who put up that portal? There's no winners chill next week.
That's right.
Here, have a healthstone.
Thanks, Alf.
I guess we'll do Arcanist glove.
MC lost all the hunter loot.
Well, the rogue BOEs.
One day it's gonna drop pants.
And one day the BOE braces for rogues to drop when that's alright.
Oh, my bad. I totally forgot. I had the mic on. I always
And
forget.
Wi-Fi made my kid cry.
Chips and salsa.
I hate how it does that. Can you disable that?
Looks like some fire mage glove.
My bad, Akaden.
Gloves of the hypnotic flame.
I feel like we get these every time.
I was gonna say if Daxi doesn't have them.
It's just a constant. This is a constant. I think this is dropped every raid.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to just chomp in the mic like that.
I feel like we've seen these. The Mantle of Prophecy.
Quite a few.
Thank you, sir.
Grad stuff. Looks like a fist weapon. Eskandar's right claw.
I've seen that a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool
Wait,
little
is
meme
nobody
off-spec.
rolling on that?
The off-spec weapon. I really.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ada. Like, I don't know what you're using, but that's
Random
great.
99. I've already gotten an off spec roll, so if somebody else needs it, they can have it.
That's a main spec for tank, though. That's a good tank weapon.
Grad's 80. Come on, Patrick. Got a magma tempered boot.
Next question is, where's the left claw? If there's a right claw?
I
Is that
think,
from Oni?
yeah,
Yeah, Oni.
like, well, there's something
No,
from Ani.
the
Got
other
the
clause
fortress and-
from World Boss.
That's where he goes.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I knew it was a dragon.
Get the
Where
neck
does the
from
pelt
Oni.
and the collar come from?
The collar comes from Oni.
Collar's Oni, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the collar.
Dotson, can you come so I can give you some of this stuff to clear up my bag?
The pelt comes from Lord Kazakh, the other world boss.
I feel invisible. I was standing right next to you.
I have like a million windows open, man. Just...
If you're not watching the stream, then you would understand.
Mana Storm legging.
Garbage.
That's DE spec. Don't give it to me.
Maybe save those for the end in case they're waiting on something else.
This is Dared's screen right now.
Yeah, we'll just cancel that. We can do it at the end again. Oh, yeah, I suppose probably the mana igniting is probably more exciting.
Yeah, I should have waited for. Thesis in it to win it.
Congrats, Thesis.
All right. God help us with this
As
parson
if he
now.
needed more gear.
Right.
Wait, what
I
did he
just
win?
want to hear Gnomish crying again.
Yeah, he's any gear that he's winning is gonna.
Oh,
put
well,
him
what
over the
was
edge.
that? I wasn't paying attention.
Thesis,
Mana
come
igniting
up and
port.
trade.
What? What was it?
Mana cord.
Thank you. Couldn't hear it. Nice.
Got a tanky neck. So main spec for tanks, off spec for DPS warrior.
Man, I'm gonna have to start bringing more than 40 runes.
I mean, you could always just not put the portal up for a little while.
Are you still
Or
spamming?
you could
No,
not
no,
use
no.
all three.
It's Portal Roulette right from the drop.
It's fucking amazing.
Come up and trade.
I hate it.
Congrats, Calver.
Love you too.
I mean, I get a kick out of it. It gives me an excuse to go get my dows.
That's exactly what I do
Dude,
too.
some giant
'cause I-
stalker bracers that were reserved by ASPCA.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Damn, grabs.
Whoa, that is weird.
They're gone somehow. Oh no.
Oh, that's.
No, hang on. I just realized, Zell, are you watching?
I'm what?
Are you watching my screen?
Yes.
ASPCA, back up. Back up a little bit.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You didn't
I
know
didn't
that?
realize you could, no, I didn't realize
Yeah,
you could just click it. And
it auto walks you over to them. It's kind of.
That is weird.
I know.
No, it puts you. It puts you on. It puts you on follow. That's why.
Yeah, it just like it leads you to them basically.
Right.
So you can awkwardly walk towards people and hand out loot.
That add-on gets better and better.
All right, 2 more pieces to go.
And that was
What 2
bracers.
pieces do you need?
I need the belt and the pants, and everyone needs the pants.
I need the
Yeah.
pants. I need the helmet and the boots.
Ironically, I think no one else in my raid group needs the belt. I could be wrong at this point.
Did anyone want the Mana Storm leggings? I can put them back up now that we did the cord. If anyone actually wanted to roll in them.
I should put them up for 20 seconds and then pull them off. Nobody wants them.
And then we had a couple BOEs. Again, if that's something that you're interested in, whisper mirror shifts, and we can work.
Worst case scenario, I would hold on to them until they're a Nexus crystal and then mail them to the bank. But
I don't think
no.
I don't think they'll do that.
Doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It can't be that easy.
Sell all
I mean-
BOEs. No one gets them.
All right, was that all of it?
Yep, we've got
All
a
right.
couple BOEs. So we've got a warlock wrist, 2 priest belts, a pally
Oh.
belt, and a bracers of might.
Yeah, so those are all going to get sold, guys, just so you know, because once BWL drops, the prices are going to drop on those. And then we're just going to start handing them out to you guys when they drop in the raid. So for now, we're going to try and get as much gold as we can for it because it's expensive getting you all everything you need. All right, Tess and Blast, it's all you guys.
We doing the patterns?
Oh.
Oh yeah, there are 2
Did any?
patterns.
All right, never mind. Sorry, forget there were patterns.
I always forget patterns.
Switching over in a sec.
So there's 2 schematics, one for Biznix, horoscope, accuroscope.
That's so bad.
So this
have
is
to be
for
300.
engineers. Yep, 300 engineer.
That's big.
I'm 300.
That's crazy.
15. That big
Jesus,
15.
why are all of us engineers?
Ooh.
It's the
That's
best.
how it. Because you all run DM Tribute.
No. Yes.
That's not
Maybe.
the only reason that I have it. It is the only reason.
Yeah, same.
Half the raid should have it by now.
Feels bad.
And then we had a force reactive disc.
Ooh. Is that the
Yeah.
shield?
Yes.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Second one we've gotten in the guild, which is
I was
awesome.
gonna
Very
say.
nice, actually.
That's some money right there.
Fantastic field.
Oh, Blast, did you get it? You wanted this.
That's
Nice.
blasty poo.
Do you want me to record those into the Google Doc?
I think we'll put them in Saker's profession sheet.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
better fit anyway.
Is that
Awesome,
Saker's
dry out
whiteboard, or what is that?
No, it's not the same as the whiteboard.
That's the no board. You don't want to be
Yeah.
on the whiteboard.
Blast, the first one you sell, you have to give half the profits to the guild, by the way.
By the guild, he means
I
shift.
don't make the rules, you
Does
know.
it
I
even
just have to
only.
follow them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if it would even sell.
Congrats, guys.
Yes.
But real
Alright.
quick, before we transition to the BWL, mechanic testing or whatever. Well, hold on. I wanted to thank you, everybody who did, MC. It was a very big improvement from last week, and I appreciate everybody for keeping the talking down a little bit. I appreciate that. Thank you. But go ahead.
All right. Thank you. And I agree with that. Tess and Blast, it's all you guys. So they're gonna stream. You guys can watch the stream, and they're gonna do a walkthrough of BWL on retail to go over what strategies we're doing.
I'll show you what they're doing with the stream, Akadin.
I just want to say thank
If
you,
you wanna
Kevin,
see it.
for raising your voice and raising some, people.
No problem.
I
Do what I
hate
gotta
all
do.
of this.
Also, Allie and Phil, if you're still here.
You sound robotic right
Yeah,
now.
thanks.
It might just be me.
Yeah, thanks for helping out.
Overview.
So how much hit do I need now if I'm going to use those
All of it.
that glove
Is
that fist
Tess
weapon?
here?
Yeah, I'm
Tess.
here.
Okay, cool.
I'm waiting on Blast to get in here.
No worries. I am recording now too.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Thank you guys for doing this also.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We are not going to take up too much of your time. We're going to try to run through this as quickly as we can. just so that way everybody gets some sort of idea, kind of what we're going to be doing come PWL. So. All right, first boss Razor Gore. Our staging area is going to be here. So as soon as we come in the door, hang a left. This is where we're going to be. I want everybody to be here like 5 minutes before pull. We're going to try to get this buffs, yada, yada, yada. Okay, we're going to do the everybody stacks in one spot strat and let the ads come to us. So what we're going to do here is the group. So my lovely assistants here are going to go up on top of the platform, and they're going to kill the controllers and the guards. I'm going to do the orb. So the orb person will stay on the ground floor here. Your job as the orb person is going to be to break all of the orbs except for one, and then the tank will take the last orb for threat reasons. So let's start. Assistants are going to go up. Orb person will grab the orb, and then what will happen is the rest of the raid group will stay up on top around the platform, and we'll kill all of the ads there, essentially trying to protect the orb person from getting hit, so that way the orb person doesn't lose control of Razor Gore. In Classic, there is a debuff that goes on the orb person. The debuff will essentially last a little bit shorter than a full duration of the channel on the orb. So ideally, by the time if you do not get hit at all, ideally you will be able to just use one person to do the orb for the entire thing. Usually what I try to do with this is I try to break any of the eggs closest to the orb first. This way, as we get further in, if it does break early, gives you a little bit of time to kind of react to Razor Core dropping aggro. All right, guys, don't attack Razor Core. So here we go. So we're going into the last phase. We're going to kill the last set of ads that are available. Once that last group of ads is pretty much dead, we will go ahead and I'll break the last egg. So I'll break the last egg here. Tank is going to be where I'm at now, at the bottom of the thing. Raid, you guys will come down. You'll stack behind the boss. All the rest of the ads will run away. He does do an AoE stun. We are going to ask the tank's FAP on this fight. He will also do an AoE he'll do a conflag on the current tank. This will drop threat. So this is why our tanks need to be pumping aggro and then using a FAP so that they don't get stunned. If you do get aggro, do exactly what Delisa did here, where he turns the boss away from the raid. All right.
Also, guys, on the ads, did you go over the ads when they're spawning? How we're setting up for the
Yeah.
tanking
So tanks. Okay. So boss is dead. So as far as setup is concerned, we're going to have half the raid basically on one side of the platform. The other half of the raid is going to be on the other side of the platform. Ranged can be basically spread out across here. We basically just want to, the ads will come to the orb essentially. So they will not usually aggro on the boss. So you don't really have to worry about that. But if they do, a couple of hits from hunters and casters will get the ads to refocus and come over to the raid. Tanks are going to split on both sides of the platform to pick up any of the elites and shit like that, so that way they're not hitting healers and casters and whatnot.
A lot of our healers used to stand on top of the orb too, because sometimes people get line of sight with the ledges around the platform and you're able to reach them. Just a little tip.
The only issue with that is that there is sometimes it can interfere with the person on the orb. So just be careful with that. because the person will target the person standing on top of the orb rather than actually clicking on the orb. So it can happen. All right, moving on to Veil. We are not going to run straight in. We're going to stop in this little corridor here real quick. Wait till everybody's here. Everyone will move up, and then we usually do about a countdown. And then we'll go in. And the reason we do this is because as soon as we cross that barrier, goblins are going to take off. We want to make sure that we're getting as many of these goblins dead as possible. These are the guys that will drop all of the Elementium ore that we will need for Thunder Fury and other items. All right, so real quick, my ranged group. So let me get Delisi, Ragathor, and Dookie. You guys can come over here. This is going to be the ranged group. So ranged and healers will all be on this over on this side of the room. Melee will be opposite. So come over here, Kevin. Kevin's representing the melee group. Melee group will be opposite side. If you get burning adrenaline, we're going to run out to Narnia out here. So ranged, if you get burning adrenaline, you're running out here. Melee, if you get burning adrenaline, I want you guys out here. Now ranged, go ahead.
I was going to ask, when they get burning adrenaline and they can do a couple instant casts, but they have to be completely line of sight to die, so they don't.
No,
people?
it's a range. So ideally, you're here. You're doing everything you can. If you're a healer, you're blowing a shit ton of heals into people because they'll be insta casts because your haste is increased. If you're a ranged person, you are blowing as much damage into the boss as you possibly can before you die. Because eventually you will die. Like it's unhealable at a certain point. Melee, there's nothing you can really do because if you get close to the boss and you die, you're going to hit melee and they're going to die too. So we don't want to do that. So melee, you're kind of SOL. Now, typically this fight's only going to last 3 debuffs, so only 3 people are going to get this before the boss dies. Really, and the reason for that is just simply because of the fact that the third one will always go on the tank. If we don't kill it by the time the tank dies, then it's usually a wipe, simply because of the fact that the transition on this boss is really fucking shitty when transitioning. The other reason that we have the melee and the range group split is because 9 times out of 10, melee is going to be the one that pulls aggro. And so therefore, if the boss breathes after the aggro swap or after the pull of aggro, it won't breathe on the entire raid, it'll just breathe on the melee. So ranged healers are all going to be over there. My melee group is all going to be stacked over here. Tank is going to talk to the boss from behind him. Reason being is this way your first auto attack should not get like parried or dodged or anything like that. RP, yada yada yada. This will also be a good. This will be where we'll use like an improved lay on hands in the tank to get the instant armor buff. We can fish for like rank 1 inspiration procs as well for the priests. Try to get as much armor up on the boss as we can, on the tank as we can. This is a go ham as soon as the boss is targetable, because we need to kill him quickly. The least amount of debuffs that go out, the better.
You mentioned the improved lay hands too.
Yes.
Probably.
So we'll improve lay
all
hand.
healers should ideally not downrank anything and just spam good stuff.
Yeah, I said downrank for when we're fishing for procs at the beginning, not necessarily during the actual pull.
Right so for burning adrenaline, we can also use mage ports so people don't have to die and lose their buffs.
We can. However, like I said, ideally we're killing it by the third one anyway, so it really shouldn't matter. But yes, absolutely, we can. You can even we could even do the mage ports if we really wanted to for the people that have it. And before burning adrenaline kills you, you can take a mage port and it'll get rid of the debuff. All right, trash packs here are relatively uneventful. However, there is a method to the madness. So in this situation here, we've got 1 kite, which is the captain. We've got a sleep target, which is our circle and star, and then we need 4 tanks. So Skull X, Square, and Moon. These will be our tanks. So we will have 4 marked tanks coming into BWL, at least 4 marked tanks on the raid frames. So the idea here is that your hunter puller will pull triangle into Vale's room and kite them around Vale's room. At the same time, the rest of the group will be up in the. So this first pull, everything's going to come down the stairs. So raid group come down the stairs. Ideally, we're going to LOS this. So if my raid team wants to come in LOS, reason being is these guys will charge and do a knockback on the charge. So everybody wants to stay LOS here. We're on the pull. Our druids will be hibernating circle. So druids will hibernate circle. The 4 tanked mobs and the captain will run down the stairs. No one will hit the captain. Hunter will kite the captain around in Vale's room while we all pick up our ads down here and kill them here. Once the first boss, or once the first mob is dead, so once Skull is dead, we'll release the captain while we kill Triangle and kill the other 2. And then by the time the other 2 are dead, essentially, Captain will be back up. Skull Tank will pick up Captain. Once those 4 are dead, Captain's dead. The only one left is the Wormkin. Reason we keep her hibernated is simply because of the fact that she will cast AoE Fire Blast on everybody, and we don't want to have to deal with that. So we will keep her hibernated. If in the event that she does take some damage, some cleave damage, whatever, she resists a hibernate early on, and she gets pulled in with the group, the druid is responsible for just spam hibernating it. I don't need druid damage really. I just need them not to kill. I need the Wormkin not to kill everybody. So the job will be to essentially just spam sleep on the Wormkin until it is dead. All right. So that's for the first one. Same thing for the second one. However, in the second one, we will not be pulling down the stairs. The only one pulling down the stairs will be the captain. So again, we've got a kite target of captain. We've got 3 tank targets. And then on this one, we have 2 sleeps. So ideally, we have 2 druids. Each of them have their own targets for sleeps. And then we will go from there. Same basic principle. We will kill Skull X and Square up here. The druids will hibernate our moon, or our 2 hibernate targets, and Triangle will be kited around. Once the first mob is dead, then we will go ahead and release Triangle, and the captain will come back up. Skull Tank will pick it up at the top of the stairs. All right, you guys can finish those up. Next is the slowest part of the raid. It is the what do we call this? The
suppression room.
Suppression room. That's the word I was looking for.
Depression room.
Yeah, depression, suppression, same basic thing. So, raid group will stay here. We will pull everything back into the raid group. This rogues, this is where you guys shine. Your job is simply to keep the traps disabled. That is your only job here. You will not be doing any damage to any of the mobs. You will not be doing damage to any of the ads. Your simple job is to keep these traps along our path down and disabled. That is your job as rogues. The more rogues we have doing it, the better. But that's basically it. If you get aggro from the whelps, if the whelps end up aggroing onto you, just run back to the raid. Hunters here will be pulling the mobs to the raid, so hunters will be able to try to grab aggro off of you and pull everything back. Once you get out of combat, re-stealth, go and drop more traps. Now these traps are not permanently disabled, so you will have to babysit them until the group gets past them. We'll basically be playing leapfrog the entire time, so we'll get a couple traps down, raid will move in. Once in this position here, we'll be pulling probably 2 to 3 hatchers and at least one group of the taskmasters. So once that third hatcher is dead, or once we've pulled like at least three groups of mobs, then we will start moving. But like I said, rogues need to have the traps babysat, so that way we're not running into and getting suppressed. All right. So let's start. This is going to be our path. The reason why we do the far path versus the closer path, simply because of the fact that there's a chance that you could aggro the mobs up above, and we obviously don't want to be aggroing mobs above us, in which case they come down and pull everything on their way down to us. So this will be our path. Like I said, we will go along this far wall here. Rogues will be babysitting these traps. Again, no, can't leave anybody behind. Can't AoE here, or not AoE, but you can't AFK here. We have to keep moving, simply because of the fact that those traps are going to reset on us. This will be if we do need to end up getting, like taking a break, getting mana back, whatever. This will be our reset spot. Rogues will babysit the true traps here. This platform will be basically where we'll regroup, get reses out if we need them, get mana back, whatever we need to do. Melee and tanks will be up here, along with our hunter pullers. Again, we're going to pull at least this group of taskmasters and this hatcher. So we'll get at least 2 pulls here before we move. During that time, again, rogues, your job is going to be on traps again. So you will be babysitting these traps until those two pulls are down, at which point we will move to our first cubbyhole. Our first cubbyhole is this singular nest here. Ranged and healers will get into this here. This is another, again, reset spot. You'll be out of combat. Tanks and DPS will be about here, killing shit. Hunter pullers are pulling everything back. Usually we will get between 2 and 3 of these hatchers that will be pulled back. Again, rogues, you guys can start moving forward, start looking for the traps that we're going to disable. I don't need you disabling far traps, so I don't need you disabling any of the traps on the left-hand side of the room, just traps on this right-hand side of the room. We will be moving up to here. This will be our prep for boss stage. This corner here. So pre-boss, everybody will be here. We will get our buffs out, rebuffs out, whatever it may be. This will be our countdown timer. When we're ready to go, rogues, there is 1 trap here that needs to be babysat the entire time until the raid is in. The other trap that needs to be babysat for the entire boss fight will be this one here. So this trap here needs to be babysat at all times during this boss fight. So one of the rogues will be assigned to this one. When boss pulls, so when we go in, okay? So if we go in on pull, ranged and healers, your stack point will be here, right up again in this corner, right up against the gate and the corner of the wall. Reason being is this way you will not pull any of the ads, the whelps and whatnot will not aggro on you, and you are out of range of this trap here. Where is it? That one there. And I can't have a rogue be hitting that trap the entire time. So this trap here, if you're in that spot, you will be out of range of that. Tank spot. Go ahead and bring the boss over here. So when this guy pulls, he's going to be running towards the raid. What I want is my tanks will be tanking the boss on this corner here. So right where I'm jumping, this will be the tank spot. And you'll have to do a little bit of finagling to get him to move where you want him to move, but essentially you want him here, back to the wall. Reason being is when he does his knockback, you'll just get knocked back into the wall. No harm, no foul. Melee and off tanks will be basically on this side of the boss. Try to be behind him if you can. We don't want to parry haste the boss. Parry haste is very bad here. This boss does have a mortal strike. He is immune to taunt, however. So there is no clean transition here. If the tank dies, you need the other tanks to already be high on threat in order to pick him up. Otherwise, he's probably going to run to the healers or the melee. So ranged melee off tanks will be up against this wall. Essentially, if they get knocked, they'll go into this wall. Boss will be tanked on the corner here, and it is a essentially kill the boss before he kills the tank. All right. Boss dies. Cool. After that boss dies, these traps now become permanently down. What we need to do here is we need to clear out some space for ourselves because the next couple of pulls are going to be pulled back into this room. So we want to get at least these first couple of traps down. We want to get probably half the room, maybe not half the room, probably about 5 or 6 traps down. We don't need a lot of them down. That's probably too far. I'd say go no further than this first cubby here. We want to get these traps down. This will give us plenty of room to work with. The whelps will not respawn anymore, and the traps will be down permanently. The next two pulls are going to be these warlocks here, these warlocks and technicians, as well as these warlocks and technicians. When we pull this, so the hunter puller will pull this, there will be a trap in the doorway. So the trap in the doorway will go down. Reason being is the technicians are not immune to slows. The warlocks are, the technicians are not. If this is because of this, we're going to pull this. The warlocks will run in. We'll have to LOS them to get them to stop casting. The technicians, however, will continuously throw grenades on the ground, and they snapshot your position when the cast finishes. So my mages, this is where you guys are going to come in handy. Mages, your entire job here is to get aggro on the technicians and run around them in circles. That is your entire job here. You will run around in circles, ideally not landing in the same spot where the bombs are going to land. Obviously, it does happen, but just FYI, this is your entire job as a mage. Your job as a mage is going to be to handle these technicians. So you'll get it on the pull. They will be stuck somewhere in this doorway here. On that trap. As soon as those warlocks clear the technicians, your job is to go in, get aggro on the technicians, and run around in circles around them, AoEing them and killing them.
Yeah, they have like a hive mind aggro thing. So once they get on you, they just stay on you and they keep throwing the bombs.
Yeah. So that's the first pull into there. Second pull will be, guys, back up into the other room because that Drake's going to come back here pretty soon. The second pull will be a 4 tank pull again. You've got 2 warlocks, you've got a spellbinder, and you've got an overseer. Now the overseer is going to be the frontal cleave tank buster. So we're going to put that's our skull marker there, but he is not our kill target. Our kill targets are the warlocks, the spellbinder, and then the overseer. The overseer poses the least amount of threat to the entire raid, whereas the warlocks and the spellbinder have the most amount of threat to the entire raid. Spellbinders are immune to magic damage, so this is a melee only damage target, whereas the warlocks can be affected by both. The reason the warlocks are so bad is because if you leave them up for long enough, they will summon a portal that will summon a Felguard, and the Felguard hits like a fucking truck. So priority targets are warlocks, spellbinder, and then the overseer. And again, we've got more technicians in this pull. So again, mages, your job is going to be to wrangle up the technicians, keep on aggro on them, and not die to the grenades. Kill targets will be warlocks first, then the spellbinder, and then the overseer. All of that will be pulled back into this room here. Again, on hunter pull, there will be traps in this doorway here. That way they can get some distance between the technicians and the warlocks. Hunters, again, when you pull this, you will line of sight them back. Usually whenever I did this, I would always try to pull LOS them back to here. This way it would really pull them out. A lot of the times, if you just pull to this front pillar here, the warlocks will still not, you won't be LOS of the warlocks. So it won't pull them out far enough. That's the second pull there, and then the third pull will be this group here. And it's the same thing here. We've got a spellbinder, we've got 2 warlocks, and we've got an overseer. Again, Everything gets
Fireball
pulled back.
coming in.
Again, everything gets pulled back into the other room. And same kill priority. Warlocks first, Spellbinder second. Then everybody can king up on the Overseer. Now, just go ahead.
Sorry, I just have a random question. So, can warlocks enslave the demons they summon?
No, but I don't think we want to worry about that.
Okay.
They should be dead long before they summon anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the one thing I will mention here is casters. You need to be very careful of the Draconoids here. So these Overseers and Worm Guards, as you can see, they have a elemental shield. They have increased damage. So when we get into this, when we get into this room, mages, the first thing you need to do is on the Overseers is hit them with a detect magic. I think it's mages. Hit them with a detect magic. This will give you their vulnerability. And in which case, this guy, for example, is vulnerable to frost damage. So ideally, you want to be throwing frost damage at him, essentially. This will change, and not all of them are exactly the same. This guy's fire, this guy's arcane, this guy's nature, and this guy is frost as well. So when we pull this, detect magic on the Overseer, and then your job is essentially mages will go off, do the technicians. If the technicians are dead, then your job is to blow up this Overseer with whatever damage it is vulnerable to. Hunters, this means that if it's nature damage, you can throw a serpent sting on it and it'll do fuck tons of damage. So, but again, that pull will also be pulled back here. So again, these first three pulls, nobody is coming into that room except for the one hunter puller that is there. And I want hunters frost traps in this doorway at all times. Okay. So we'll go ahead and pull that. And then we'll set up for Firemaw. That will be the next one. So after these three or four trash pulls, we will set up for Firemaw. All right. So Firemaw setup, very simple. Let's see. I want Whole Milk come here and stand here.
I left. I just got back.
Let's see.
I got some
Arteris,
cereal.
come to the other side and stand here. You're going to be my healer. Let me get Ragathor. Come here and stand here. And then Blastus stand with Kevin here. Okay, so Moon, this is my tank healers. Tank healers will be on this side of the room. You will be LOS of the boss, but you will be in line of the tank. Reason being is this way you don't have to move for flame buffets or anything else like that, and you can just keep healing the tank at all times. Ragathor here is my 2 off tanks. So your job is to be as much fire resistance as possible, and your job will only be to come in and tank the wing buffets whenever they're about to come out. So we'll see it. We'll get a timer for wing buffet. At 5 seconds, when there's 5 seconds left on that timer, my tanks will run in to here, put your backs to the wall, face the boss, and then once you see that wing buffet cast bar on the boss, you're going to taunt. And the reason we do 2 is because that gives us 2 chances to, if one of them gets resisted or whatever, that gives us 2 chances to get that boss faced away. All right, Ragathor, you can go back. All right. Now my melee
Some
and my
Rice
range,
Krispies
you guys
with
here.
some sprinkled,
You guys,
some
your entire job here is
sugar
to
on it.
DPS the boss and not get killed by the flame buffet. So when the boss is here, my melee are going to go in. They're going to get a couple stacks of flame buffet, 4 or 5 stacks. You're going to run out here. You're going to reset your stacks. Same thing with ranged. Ranged, you're going to run out here. You're going to do pew, 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 4 or 5 stacks. And then you're going to run back line of sight and you're going to drop your stacks. At the same time, tank's going to be here the entire time. Not going to be able to reset stacks, but it won't matter because the healers are going to be in line of me and out of line of sight of the flame buffet, so they won't take any damage anyway. All right. So I'm going to pull this, and then we're going to do like a couple of run-throughs. Don't do any damage to the boss. Just do the mechanics essentially. Okay. So when he comes back, where's he at? All right, here he comes. Drop that. Don't throw any heals on me. I need to get aggro on him. So, tank will be in the doorway. Hunter will be over here, ready to pull. All of a sudden, he's in fucking range. Good. Now we're pulling. So everybody's already in position. Tank is now in position. Tank's pulling. Now, I'm in line of sight of you, correct?
Sure are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm in line of sight of you, but you're not taking flame buffet stacks, correct?
We took one initially.
No, I know you take the initial, but
Yeah, I was just double checking. But yeah, no, I'm good.
So
Nothing's up.
Ralcor is now no longer taking stacks, but he is in range. He is in line of sight of the tank. So you do not have to move that entire time, and then your job is just to heal the tank the entire time. Okay. So as we can see, there are 19 seconds left on our wing buffet. When there's 5 seconds left, let's see. Kevin, switch to the tank side. You're going to go in at 5 seconds, and you're going to taunt the boss on that wing buffet. So come in, get ready to taunt. As soon as you see that cast bar, taunt. You were slow.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have the cast bar enabled, so. But
No, you're fine.
I
You're fine.
taunted.
All right, so now you're going to go back. Good. All the while, ranged and melee, they're coming in and out. If we have to reposition, just run into the boss. He will move. All right, 10 seconds left on that wing buffet.
Now. Yep.
8, 5, come in. Kevin's going to come in. No, too early.
Too early. It has to be at
Yeah, it's on his cast bar. So he has a when you see his cast bar, that's when you will taunt. Okay,
got it.
So we're going to redo this. We're going to reset. He's in the doorway. Healers are healing me. We've got 15 seconds left. All the while, again, you guys are getting your damage is going out. Okay, come in. Now, as soon as you see his cast bar, you're going to taunt on the wing buffet. Taunt. There you go. Good. And then I'm immediately going to taunt back. See how the boss didn't move? That's how you want to do this. And as soon as you see how Kevin, as soon as the main tank taunted back, Kevin ran out to reset his stacks. That's how we want this to go. So we're going to do it one more time without fucking it up. We got 10 seconds left on this wing buffet timer. 8, 7, 6, tank comes in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait for the time. Wait for that. Taunt. Good. Tank taunts back. Very simple. We shouldn't get more than like 3 or 4 of these before the boss dies. Okay? This is very easy to reset. It's not the end of the world. If in the event that both of the taunts resist and the main tank, let's say Ramses or Tough, for example, if they take a wing buffet, then my other tanks, you are going to run in and you are going to taunt off of, you're going to make sure that the boss stays somewhat in this position. Okay? That is your job as off tanks. Your job as off tanks is to make sure that this boss does not breathe on either the healers or the DPS. This Shadow Flame, every time he does that frontal, that is a one-shot KO to anybody not wearing their Nixie Scale Cloak. All right?
Also, most critical tank positioning, classic.
So here we go. 2 seconds, 1 second. Off tanks are in position. Wing buffet goes out. He taunts. Other tank taunts back. Very simple. Okay? And there goes all of our luck. I mean, I got chromatic boots last night, so that kind of makes sense. All right. So now we come to basically the rest of this is the rest of the trash in this entire instance. There's no more trash essentially after this. So this pull here, there is whichever tank is on the worm guard, that is the tank that's going to need the FAP. The other 3 mobs do not stun, nor do they do anything else. So they will just cleave. So I want my overseers to all essentially be stacked up in about this position here. The hunter puller will pull the worm guard to about here where I'm standing now, and that tank will be standing here with a FAP rolling on the pull. Hunter will pull to this tank. The other tanks will just run in. They will pick up these three and they'll tank them over here, try to get them stacked and try to get them all facing the same direction. Reason being is, again, these guys cleave, and the cleave is a chain. So it will cleave off of the tanks. If you're stacked on the tanks, it will cleave to you. So what you want to do is if all three of these overseers are facing the same direction, the cleave will not hit anybody but the tanks, which is okay. But if you are too close or you're off to the left or the right of them, it will cleave off of you. It'll cleave off of you, and then you will chain to the rest of the melee group, and the rest of the melee group will take damage even though they were in the correct position and you weren't. All right. Kill priority is going to be these the overseers first, and then you'll go on the worm guard. Reason being is the worm guard usually needs the most amount of time to generate aggro because of the shitty abilities that it has. All right. After that group dies, my entire raid group is going to be in this cubby here. I want nobody but the hunter puller to be outside of this area. I want everybody in this area. I want my ranged and healers to be here where I'm standing now. I want my melee to be over here. All right.
I call this place a sex dungeon.
Now, hunter pullers, traps for this first one, traps are going to be on this corner. There's always going to be one trap on this corner here. And there's always going to be, for this first pull, there's going to be a trap at the top of the stairs. Reason being is, again, this is another one of these we have 4 technician pulls that we're doing here. So my 4 technician pulls, all of the technicians need to go through the trap to get slowed. They are the only ones that can be slowed. Everything else is immune to slow. So we want to split up the technicians from the warlocks and the overseers. Again, kill priority: warlocks, overseers, warlocks, then spellbinders, then the overseers. My overseer tank, when this pull comes up, you're going to pick up the overseer in with the melee. So you're going to pick up the overseer at this position here. You're going to tank the overseer in the middle of this room. Okay? So the overseer tank is going to be here. My melee are over here, and my ranged are over here. This way, nobody gets cleaved, nobody gets bombed. Mages, you guys are going to be essentially over in this area here, basically, picking up these technicians, running around in circles, and killing the technicians. All right? All right, go ahead and kill those. Now, as soon as that dies, everybody's back in positions. Healers in their spots, melee and tanks in their spots. Hunter puller is already going to be up here setting up for the next pull. Now the next one is this back wall. Same exact thing. We've got an overseer, we've got a spellbinder. We'll either get 1 or 2 spellbinders, and we'll get 2 warlocks. I want 1 trap at the top of the stairs here. My other traps are going to be here, and another trap is going to be at this corner here. And again, once those warlocks, spellbinders, and the overseers separate from the technician, mages are going in. Warlocks and everything else will get kited back here. Tanks and melee will pick up those warlocks and kill them. The overseer tank pulled the overseer to the middle of this cubby. All right. Same thing, rinse and repeat. We're going to do that 4 times. So we had that pull there. You guys can move up. We'll kill these up here. You've got that pull there. Comes pull down. We have this pull here. We have this pull here. And we have this pull here. It is all exactly the same thing. These will all get pulled down here. The faster that you guys reset back into your positions, the faster we can get through this trash. This trash is not difficult. It just has a lot of moving parts to it. All right? Okay, go ahead and wipe these all out so that we can go and start working on the next pull. Okay, so we're doing... All right. So this room is another boss room. Okay? First pull here is going to be trash. But again, this is 3 worm guards, which means all 3 of our tanks are going to have FAPs rolling on this pull. Now, for my hunter pullers, if the boss, Ebonrock likes to patrol down this ramp here. if that is the case, when you guys are ready to pull, if you run over to this pillar here and you pull at max range on this leftmost worm guard, it will pull them without pulling the boss. Okay, so we do not have to waste time waiting for Ebon Rock to sit down here on his ass for like 15 minutes before he pats back up to pull. All right, we are not going to waste time waiting for Ebon Rock. He's about to do it right now because he just heard me. We are not going to waste time waiting for Ebon Rock. So when you pull this, and we can actually test this right now, everybody's going to be back here. I want nobody to cross this barrier here on the ground. Pulled. He's going to run back. Ebon Rock did not pull. All right. When this gets pulled like this, my other tanks, you guys need to shoot. First of all, you need to FAP. Second of all, you need to go in and you need to grab your ad and you need to spread them out or back here. Okay. Now these worm guards have 3 abilities. They will only do one of the abilities, but there's 3 abilities that they can choose. One will be a banish. The second one is the AoE stun, and the third one is the spin move. The spin move makes it so that the tank that's currently tanking him does damage to everybody else besides the worm guard. It will kill melee. It's basically a lawnmower. If that is the case, the tank that is spinning, I need the tank that is spinning to call out that they're spinning, and another tank needs to be ready to pick up and pull off of him, because that whichever worm guard is on the spinning tank will have no threat. There will be no threat on that mob, which means these casters that are saying, hey, look, that's fire vulnerable, they're going to be throwing fireballs at his face. Well, guess what? That tank has no aggro. So guess where that worm guard's going? Right into the fucking range group. Okay? So tanks, I need every melee being willing to play goalie to taunt the worm guard out of range and pull them back into melee. Okay? All right, go ahead and kill these ones. All right, then we come to this guy, the goblin guy. This is the dude that teaches you how to smelt elementium. He's not really all that important. Ideally, we don't kill him. Ideally, during this part, we can pull these 3 without killing him. If he does pull, we're going to either keep him sheeped, or we're going to mind control. At least one of the priests is going to mind control him and keep him out of harm's way. Reason being is because we need to teach our miners or whoever how to smelt elementium in the event that we actually need any. So now we'll set up for Ebon Rock. Actually, Ebon Rock and Flame Core is the same setup. Okay. So my range and heals, your sack spot is going to be here. This is your safe spot. This is your stack spot. This is where you're going to be for the next 2 bosses. If by chance melee, DPS, or ranged pull off the tank, and the boss is about to turn around and breathe, this is a line of sight spot as well. So if you line the boss's breath, you won't die if you don't have your Onyxia Scale Cloak on. Now, for this bot, for the first boss, his mechanic is a debuff that he will put on the currently aggro tank. Whenever he does damage to that tank, he will heal himself. You need 3 tanks for this fight. The 3 tanks are going to be in a triangle formation. So you're going to have 1 tank with their back to this wall here. You're going to have 1 tank in the corner, and you're going to have 1 tank with their back to this wall here. And what you're going to do is the tank that has aggro first is probably going to be the middle tank. He's going to get the debuff. He says, hey, I've got the debuff. I'm going to say I've taunting next, or Ramsey's taunting next, or whatever. You're going to taunt now. This guy with the debuff, he's going to essentially stop attacking. Reason being is this way you don't pull back threat. He's going to wait until his debuff drops. I'm going to get a debuff here. I'm going to say Tess has debuff. Raukor, you're going to taunt. Raukor taunts. He is now the current tank. Healers need to switch to him. Middle guy's tank debuff's going to drop. He's available to taunt next. My debuff's still on me. If a wing buffet comes out prior to a taunt swap on a debuff, the next tank up needs to taunt on the wing buffet. Reason being is because the wing buffet will drop threat. So what happens here? Ralcor is currently tanking. Kevin's debuff falls off. It's Wing Buffet. Wing Buffet comes up. Kevin's going to taunt. All right, now we're going to pull this and we're going to see if this works. Hopefully taunt doesn't auto attack, but we're going to see. Okay, so we're going to pull down here. Kevin's in the middle. I'm on this side. I've got a debuff. Next tank taunt. Okay, Kevin's got the boss now. My debuff's gone. Ralcor taunt. Now Ralcor's tanking the boss. Wing Buffet's in 4 seconds. I can taunt for the Wing Buffet now. I taunted for that, and I got the Wing Buffet. Kevin, you're going to taunt. Ralcor taunt. Or I'll taunt for the debuff. Again, whichever tank has, as soon as that debuff happens, we need to taunt off of them. Taunting next. I've got the boss. We're doing damage. We're doing damage. We've got Wing Buffet coming up in 5 seconds. I have the debuff. Kevin taunt. Kevin's now taunting. He's going to get the debuff next, and he's going to take the Wing Buffet. Now Ralcor has it. My debuff's gone. I'm going to taunt. I'm going to take Shadow Flame here. Doesn't really matter. I've got my Nixie Scale Clock on. I've got the debuff. Kevin's going to taunt next. Kevin's now taunting until the next debuff goes out, in which case Ralcor is going to taunt now. Ralcor's now got the boss. My debuff's gone. If the Wing Buffet comes up before Ralcor gets debuffed, I'm going to taunt. I'm taunting now, and I'm going to take the next Wing Buffet. Boom. There it is. That's how we're doing this fight. Very simple. Every time a debuff comes out, you're going to taunt. All right? All the while, ranged and healers, you guys are going to be out here, and you're going to be pew, 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 boss dead. End of story.
What
Now,
sound does the healer make?
whoosh, whoosh. All right. Tanks are going to stay in the same position for the next boss. Tanks don't move. We're going to do essentially the exact same strategy for Flame Gore. The only difference is that Flame Gore does not have a debuff. Flame Gore has a Enrage. His Enrage makes him attack that much faster, but also his while he is enraged, he will pulse fire damage to the entire raid. So ideally, we have enough hunters in the rotation to get all the tranks. If we miss a trank, it's not the end of the world. I've done this with one hunter. But you're going to have a trank rotation set up for the enrage. When he enrages, you will trank. And it's the same exact setup here. So again, hunter's going to pull down to the tanks. Tanks are going to already be in position. So we're going to be in a triangle formation. There's the enrage. There's the AoE fire damage going out. This is where the trank comes in. The only other thing that this boss has is a Wing Buffet as well. No shit, it's a fucking Drake. But the big thing here is going to be making sure that we get these tranks. All right? Same rotation, though. Basically, the only time that the other tanks are going to taunt, though, is going to be on the Wing Buffet. Because we want one tank to maintain high threat. The other tanks can have lower threat because they're the ones taunting the Wing Buffets. All right? Super simple. Everybody can move up. Res the dead there. Do whatever, rebuff, whatever it is that we need to do. Next pull. Again, this pull is similar to the one right before the Drakes. We've got another 3 Worm Guards. Again, same thing here. We will make sure that all of our tanks have FAP available because a lot of tanks like to use stone shield potions on the Drakes, especially on that second one because of the Fury. So all of our tanks have FAPs. We're going to go in. We're going to spread these out. And we're going to taunt them essentially where it is that they stand. We're going to spread them out. So that way we're not cleaving on each other, yada, yada, yada. Again, this is a stun. We want to make sure that we're calling that out. Mine's a stun as well. That one's a stun. So we don't have any swirls here. So FAPs make us immune for 20 seconds. We can kill the skull target. Same thing here. All right. Next boss is Chromagus. Chromagus is pretty simple. It's essentially the same thing as Flame Gore. We're going to use the doorway as our area for tanking the boss. We're going to tank him in the doorway. So, pre-pull, the entire raid is going to be here, where I'm jumping. Healers in range are not essentially not going to move from this spot. Healers in range are essentially going to stay here. My main tank is going to be right here, in line of sight of the healers, but keeping the boss out of line of sight for the breaths and whatnot. Okay? On pull, all of my melee are going to run through the gate and go behind the boss. So when I pull this, let's see, when I pull this, Kevin, we're going to put a marker on you as well. So I'm going to pull this. We usually have a range do that. I'm going to taunt the boss. And then all of my melee are going to run over to where Diamond is. And you guys are going to be damaging on the boss's back foot. Okay? Now, my off tank, typically, whoever is going to be the tank taking the, doing the time ways, you are going to be on the opposite side of melee. Reason being is if it comes out and there is a, it is a time warp breath, then what we want to do is you want to be facing the opposite direction so that that way he doesn't breathe on the raid. This boss also has an enrage, as you can see. We need to make sure that we're tranking the enrage off. He also has another mechanic, which is his breath. Now he only has two. He will only have 2 breaths per week, and it'll be on a rotation. So his first breath there was ignite flesh. That's fire damage. The second breath is coming up here, and it'll change from week to week, but it'll only have 2. So right now it's ignite flesh, and now it's corrosive acid. So this is the nature damage. He has another one which is shadow damage, and then he has another one which will do the time stop. If it's the time stop one, the only way that we'll figure it out is as soon as we get the second breath, we'll know which one it's going to be. If it is the time stop, I need everybody to get hit with it except for the second tank. So everybody will stay in line of sight of the boss for the time warp breath. And then if when that time warp breath goes off, everybody will get stunned except for the second tank. The second tank will use this area over here as line of sight. When the entire rest of the raid gets hit with it, the boss will instantly aggro to you. Your job is to keep him in position and stand on top of the other tank. All right? Melee will do the exact opposite on the other side. So melee, every time a breath's about to come out, you guys will use this side for LOS. You'll come over here, you'll LOS. Now, if the boss is shifted to the right here and inside of this pillar, you have to hit escape. If you don't hit escape and you can hit the boss, like if you can melee the boss through this pillar here, you will still get hit with a breath. So you need to make sure that you're hitting escape whenever it's time to hide, so therefore you don't take a breath accidentally.
Also, explain the hourglass sand because we keep getting stunned.
Right. So if you get stunned from this Brood Affliction Bronze, there is going to be a item that drops throughout this raid. It is called Hourglass Sand. Hourglass Sand will remove the stun proc. The other thing to think about here too is if you get 4 of these debuffs, you will transform into a Wormkin. You will be mind controlled. So everybody, mages, druids, priests, pallies, anybody who can dispel, decurse, depoison, whatever it may be, de-disease, you need to make sure you're doing that because we need to make sure that nobody gets hit with mind controls and shit like that. We can't afford really to lose anybody. Again, this is not a difficult fight. There's just a lot of moving parts. Okay? After that, after the boss, what we will do is we will, if people still need sands, we will hand out sands to people who have the stun. We want to make sure that we're removing the stun before we go into the Nefarian fight. So, we'll buff up, we'll res the dead, we'll do whatever we need to do. We'll get ready for Nefarian. Now this is the Nefarian fight room. There's not much to see here. There are two strategies for this first phase. One strategy is to have the raid split between these cubby holes. We are not going to do that because we are better than that. So the entire raid will be over here on Nefarian's throne. We are essentially going to stand here and we are going to wait for all of the ads to come to us. So phase one, we're going to go ahead and start it up. We're going to talk to this guy here. This guy's actually a dragon. It's pretty interesting that he takes that form, but that's beside the point. So everybody's going to stand here. We're going to let all of the fucking ads come to us. Tanks and melee DPS, again, our job is to make sure that the ads do not get to the ranged. Okay, so I want everybody killing these ads relatively close here. I don't want them spread out too much. And the reason being is because when they're spread out like that, if they're too spread out, when they spawn, the AoE damage from mages won't be able to cleave all of them down when they come, and therefore some might not get slowed, yada, yada, yada. Once, as you can see, there's a certain number of ads that you need to kill before the next phase starts. When we get down into the single digits, so it should be in this next one, 9 kills remaining, the main tank and his healers will come over to the tanking position for the boss. Tanking position for the boss is about right here. Okay, so my healers will be over here. The tank will be where I'm standing now. Boss is going to come down basically right on top of me. And I'm going to pick it up. All the while, the rest of the raid will be finishing the ads. Once all of the ads are dead, now we can transition to phase 2. All of my ranged and my ranged DPS and everybody are going to be standing over there on the ping. My melee are going to be essentially between his two legs, and I am going to be, and the tank is going to be standing here facing the boss in this direction off the edge. Now, the only thing to worry about during this fight is the class calls. The class calls are the thing that's going to make or break us. Class calls. Warrior gets put. All warriors will get put into. Or actually, let's go through. Hunter. He will break your currently equipped ranged weapon.
Yeah,
So
he
unless
broke mine.
yeah, unless you've got a ton of fucking, unless you've got like a repair bot or something, bring a shitty ranged weapon to switch over to for every single call. There is a timer after the first one. You'll be able to see how much time there is until the next call. Just switch to your shitty ranged weapon before that call finishes. The boss also fears. Make sure that we're keeping a the tank can tank swap or stance the fears if he really wants to, but we should have enough dwarf priests that we should be keeping fear ward on you permanently. Druid call is going to force all druids into cat form permanently for the duration, which means mages, you will have to take over decursing. There is a curse that will go out on the tank. I believe it reduces healing taken, so making sure that we are this one here. Veil of Shadow. Make sure that we are removing this curse from the tank, especially during druid calls. If it's druid calls, we need to make sure that we are helping the druids out because they cannot decurse in that form. Monk, I have no idea what it is, and it's irrelevant because we don't have monks in Classic. Same thing with Death Knights. Paladin call. If it's the Paladin call, the Paladins will bubble Nefarian. He will become immune to damage. Now, I have heard that if you use your bubble prior to the Paladin call, it will not bubble the boss. I have no conclusive evidence to support that that's actually what happens.
Sorry, where do you see the class call?
What do
Is it
what
like
do
a
you mean?
debuff?
No, so
He's
it'll be
announce it.
it'll be a raid warning.
Oh, it's a warning. Okay.
It'll be a raid warning that will go out, and I'll in my, at least in my group, someone will be designated to be calling them out. So it'll be new class coming. Look, so I'll do in my group. I'll basically do new
Oh,
class
I see.
call
I
in
see.
5. We'll get the timer will finish. He usually does a fear right about the same time, and then he will do the class call.
But that last one, it was okay.
Yeah.
But that last one, it was Death Knight.
Correct. So this is priest call. Priests, if we get a priest call, priests can no longer single heal. If you single heal me, So, Ragathor, do you have any heals on you? Can you like throw some heals?
Priests can instant heal. They can do a renew or they can do a bubble.
Yes. So renew and bubble only. If you heal me, if you heal the tank, okay, well, you weren't supposed to kill it. If you do anything other than renew and bubble on the tank, he will get a stacking debuff that does damage to him. We need to make sure that we're not doing that. The only things that won't do that from priests are the renew or a bubble. So priests, you will be relegated to essentially one healer healing during that fight.
There's no way to get those off.
There's no way.
You're stuck with it.
Correct. There is no way to
Okay.
drop those stacks. If it's rogues, rogue call, the rogues will be teleported in front of the boss and rooted. So the tank will need to rotate the boss 90 degrees or 180 degrees away. So put his tail where his face was prior. Once the rogue call ends, the tank will reposition back where he was previously. Druid, priest, hunter breaks the bow. At like 20-ish%, I believe it's between 30 and 20%, we're going to go into phase 3, at which point all of these skeletons will become adds, and they will rush the raid. So ideally, when that comes, we are not getting a fear at the same time, and we can manage that. So if we know that we're coming up and we know that there's a fear coming up, we may call for a stop DPS in order to not get a fear at the same time that we get adds. Mages, warlocks, anybody with any sort of AoE, Stratholme Holy Water works wonders here. We're going to do everything we can to AoE these down, and then we're back on the boss. Oh, Warlock Call. Warlock Call will summon a Infernal for every Warlock that we have, and it'll stun anybody who gets hit in the impact zone. So we need to switch and kill the Infernals.
I don't think you did mage class call either.
Oh, okay. Mages. Yes, you're right. So mages, if it's a mage class call, I need all of my mages to run over here. Reason being is your class call forces you to sheep randomly people in the raid. And I cannot afford.
So creepy.
I know. And I cannot afford to have my tank sheeped. So when it's mage class call, I need you to blow all your blinks. I need you to blow whatever speed you've got and get away from the fucking raid. That is your only job during the mage class call. You can come back once the mage class call has ended, but until then, you are out. You are relegated to Narnia until it ends. All right.
I think you started to do warrior.
Warrior just forces you into berserker stance, which means the tank needs huge heals during that phase because he's going to be taking 20% more damage because he's in berserker stance.
Can you ice block that? The mage
No.
thing? Okay.
As I think you are correct on that. Back in the day, we did on the paladin call, we had them use their bubbles to remove the option of it being used on the boss.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that it works that way, but I don't have a problem if paladins want to blow their bubbles prior to, like, as soon as we get into that phase on people or on themselves. I'm perfectly okay with that. I just don't know if it actually affects anything because I've still seen it enough times in Era where the paladins will pop their bubbles and the boss will still become immune. So I don't know if it works 100%. I'm more than willing to give it a try because we don't use bubble at any other point during the raid. So
I looked it up earlier today. It's got a different spell ID, so it probably doesn't work.
yeah, I don't think that it does, but I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Like it's the last boss. We're not going to be using bubble at any other point, so it is what it is. Any questions?
Just a big thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
that's great.
If there's probably plenty of
Good
other
job.
showcases
there
like
will-
actually on YouTube during Classic, but this is recorded and I'll post it on your YouTube channel. I guess I'll just create a little bit later for people who weren't here or need a refresh.